What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. I actually woke up pretty late this morning. It's already like 8:15. I have to leave in like 15 minutes, so I'm gonna cook up some eggs really quick, scarf those down, and then head out to training. All right, so I'm gonna head to training right now. It's just more rehab, basically I talk to my trainer a lot, and the idea right now is to just keep the body as strong as physically possible in case whatever the next step might be, because I'm not seeing much improvement in terms of pain, no matter if I rest, no matter if I do certain rehab strengthening exercises, or if I focus on other areas of the body. I'm just not seeing any digression of the amount of pain I'm having every single day. So now it's almost okay, let's just keep strong, let's keep your entire body strong, while we go for maybe more invasive approaches later down the road. So yeah, it sucks. I mean, it's really, the worst part is when you go to training every single day and then you have rehab and you see other players rehabbing, doing the same exact things that you're doing with similar problems in the groin or whatever, and that they're improving week after week when you're doing the same exact thing, same exact rehab program, which also kind of points out that maybe rehab just isn't enough. So yeah, I need to go though. I'm gonna give you guys a little voiceover while my workout just plays in the background right now. Basically, obviously, you guys know I have a sports hernia, but what is a sports hernia? So a sports hernia is a very untechnical term for some tearing in the lower abdominal wall and sometimes adductor as well. It really isn't like a true hernia or herniation where there's like anything poking through your abdominal wall. So the technical term that's actually considered in the sports medicine world is athletic pubalgia. Unfortunately, tears in this area don't often recover like a tear in a quad or a hamstring, just because it's a very tendinous region with very little blood flow. So the standard protocol is to test out if some rest, anti-inflammatory pills, and eventually some basic rehab can resolve the issue and help improve it over a few weeks. If not, you can try some PRP injections, some steroid injections, nerve blocks, nerve ablations, etc., which are all non-invasive ways to see if it can help improve the situation as well, which do work for some people. Unfortunately, I've tried all these methods at some point, either with my left or my right side, and I didn't really see any improvement. And if you don't see any improvement, if there's little to no progress, then surgery is usually what's recommended next. Surgery is a very quick and easy thing for this issue. They go in, they repair the abdominal wall. Sometimes they'll do a partial adductor release as well, and the recovery timeline is anywhere between 4 to 8 weeks. And that's pretty much exactly what I did back in 2017 when I had this on the left side. I first went in and I had the abdominal wall repair. I got the mesh in there to kind of fix the tearing in there, and that resolved the pain in the abdominals. I did 6 to 8 weeks of rehab to try to come back and play, but unfortunately I still had that terrible, sharp, debilitating pain in the groin. So that's when I went back in and got the partial adductor release, and then another 6 to 8 weeks of rehab after that. I was finally playing pain-free, and I was playing down in New Zealand. So why, this is a question I was getting a lot too, is why do these sports hernias happen? Why does any injury happen? And unfortunately, a sports hernia, just like any other injury, ACL tear, a hamstring, strain, sometimes it just happens. Sometimes there's an obvious muscular imbalance in the body or obvious biomechanical issue that's causing something. But most of the time, especially at the pro level, your body just goes through a motion you've done thousands and thousands and thousands of times. But this time your body just goes, nope, can't handle that today. And it breaks or tears or cracks or whatever. Now with preventative work focused around strengthening up your body as a whole, working out muscular imbalances, improving balance and stability, addressing the biomechanical issues you have, improving your mobility and flexibility of your joints and ligaments and everything, as well as proper nutrition, you can significantly decrease the chance of an injury occurring by a huge margin. But there's still always a chance. You'll never be 100% guaranteed not to get injured. even when you're doing everything right, there's still always a chance that with one landing or one weird movement, that ACL is going to break or that hamstring is going to tear. And if this wasn't true, then the best players in the world with all the money and all the best trainers and all the best preventative work and the best physios and the best doctors, they would never get injured. But unfortunately, many of them do get injured a lot. So again, like sports hernias are just like any other tearing of the soft tissue, and the fact that they occur from overuse, especially through repetitive movements like kicking or sprinting or something. And unfortunately, like I just said, it really can be like the straw that broke the camel's back, where after 20 years of working out and playing soccer and kicking almost every single day of your life, your body just starts to break down after doing it for so long. And it could break down where it could be genetically weaker in comparison to other parts of your body. For some people, they have genetically weaker knees. For others, that's their hamstrings. For me, that's my groins and my lower abdominals. But there could also be, other causes as well. And unfortunately, the best answer is that I really don't know. You can be doing all the physical therapy, all the preventative work, all the right things, but sometimes it just happens. And unfortunately, this isn't an exact science like a lot of people make out sports medicine to be. A different doctor might recommend different surgeries, One doctor might recommend, oh no, you have this, or you need to do this. And another doctor's like, no, I don't think that's right. I think you should do this. And different physical therapists might recommend different non-invasive practices. One person might tell you to sit out completely for 8 weeks and rest. Another person might say, no, your body is resilient. You need to suck it up and push through the pain and do 8 weeks of hard, intense physical therapy. One doctor or physio might tell you that the reason this is happening is because you have weaker abdominal wall in comparison to your groin, and you should be doing more ab work. Then you see somebody else the next day and they'll tell you the exact opposite, that this is happening because you're doing too much ab work, and the result is it's tearing through this overuse and overwork. Another person might tell you that unfortunately the biomechanics of your body give you a genetic predisposition to a tight adductor, and that's pulling on your abdominal wall. And this is going to happen regardless of anything that you did. Another person might tell you that this is a very simple fix, and all you need to do is just work on your glutes and fire your glutes. Somebody else might say it's your diet. Another might say that you're just getting older and the stuff is starting to break down. Everyone honestly just truly has an opinion on what you should be doing and why this is happening. And unfortunately, when you are bombarded with an overload of information from people, it's almost the exact same thing as getting no information at all. So you receive all the information from medical professionals, coaches, teammates, family, fans, YouTube comment sections, and you take and apply many of the advice that is given to you. But at the end of the day, the only person who you can 100% completely trust to handle your body, your career, your life is yourself. And the only person who can truly understand what you're feeling and what you're going through is yourself. You know when something's wrong, you know when you can play through it, you know when it starts to get worse, you know when you can start to see improvement. So you have to listen to your gut. And the earlier on in life that you can learn that as an athlete, the better your career will be. So now back to my present situation. What's next? Well, again, I'm kind of like waiting to hear what the next step is that's recommended to me by the medical professionals. So in the gym, my physical therapy right now is to literally try to keep my body as strong as possible so that if I do eventually get surgery, I'll be able to recover as fast as possible and return as fast as possible. Because the stronger your body is going into a surgery, the stronger you'll be coming out of surgery, and the easier and faster that recovery is going to be. So I'm also focused on a ton on my ankles and other stabilizing muscles in my knees and my hips and my legs. Because last time when I came for being out for so long and I came back out to the field, I struggled for about 3 or 4 weeks with a few ankle sprains, just because the ligaments and the muscles in my feet and my ankles just weren't used to the rigors of training every day and playing soccer. So I kind of suffered with some ankle sprains. So I'm not trying to have that happen again this year. And I'm also, as well, I'm watching my team play. I'm learning as much as I can from the sideline. I'm sticking to my normal healthy diet with a few occasional, cheat stuff, because I'm not a robot. I'm watching and learning from other athletes who have gone through tough injuries as well, so I can learn how they're mentally handling it, and I'm focusing some time on other areas of my life to distract myself from my current situation, like watching Game of Thrones, going out to eat at nice restaurants with Mimi, calling friends and family on the phone, watching other YouTube videos, etc. But really, I'm just accepting my situation and working to make each day just one step closer to my eventual goal of returning to the field, a better player, and trying to make that happen as soon as possible.
Hey, you've got to hold the ball for 1 more minute and you should win.
Why are you laughing, bro? You know why he's laughing. I can't believe that.
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
But it don't matter. Time's still going.
Mimi and I are about to run off to Target right now to get some stuff, as well as it's supposed to rain in my car. Randomly, I opened up my trunk of my car because like something was smelling weird, and there was probably about 2 or 3 inches of water at the very base of the trunk. So it kind of like signified that something like was leaking. There's a crack or something on the somewhere around the trunk. So since it's going to rain tonight, I'm going to go to Target, get some food, as well as hopefully some sealant for the trunk, so that some Elmer's glue. I also just got off a really good phone call with the owner of the Tulsa Roughnecks and the GM, which is really cool as well. It makes me feel like, honestly, pretty good that the owner and the GM are willing to talk to me about my injury and the next steps and everything. To be honest, because I mean, I've been at other USL clubs where I don't think like Orange County or St. Louis, where I don't think I've honestly ever talked to the owner of the club. Like, he spoke to us, but I never even shook his hand or said anything. So it's really nice. I really appreciate that. It really does mean a lot. And so basically what that call was about is that the next step is to see a sports hernia specialist and to really kind of see what his diagnosis of what he thinks I should do. Like, is that prognosis?
Yeah.
Prognosis? Whatever he thinks the next step is. So things are definitely moving, and that's the main thing for me is progress. I want to see that every single day or every single week I'm getting closer and closer to be on the field. So yeah, hopefully, I'll be back soon.
Hey, Mr. Color Coordinator. That looks cute.
This is my lazy outfit.
You look like a big grape.
It's not purple.
It's kind of violet.
No. It's blue.
I can't think of any fruit is blue.
Blueberry.
Oh, yeah.
I was talking to a teammate because he's sponsored by a few like supplement companies or something, and he was like, yeah, I could put in a good word for you, blah blah blah, obviously with your Instagram following and YouTube following and everything, to get sponsored by the supplement company. And I was like, honestly, the only company I want to sponsor me is Target. If Target gave me $500 stipend each month to shop there, that's all I need.
Stop there.
Okay, car mechanic Matt here. I'm a man of many talents. If you listen to the car, it's squeaky. But with my mechanic skills, wow, look at that. If you guys have any questions about cars, just ask me. So we couldn't figure out where the water was coming into the trunk at all. But we fixed the squeakiness of the doors. That car, I bought it in January. I've already brought it into CarMax to get repairs 3 times now with engine trouble and all this stuff. And we might need to do it again if it fills up with water. The trunk fills up with water again when it rains tonight. So hopefully it doesn't do that. But we poured water all around the trunk area, and there was it seemed like there was no water coming into the trunk anywhere. So whatever. Other than that, I'm just gonna cook some dinner, some pasta, and then I want to watch the Derek Rose new documentary called Pooh. So it is called, I don't know why it's called Pooh.
Pooh?
Yeah, it's called Pooh, like Winnie the Pooh. Okay, so here's dinner. This is protein pasta. Here, I'll show you the box. So this is the pasta I use. So just the pasta alone in one serving has 17 grams of protein, plus all the chicken in there as well. has more protein. Obviously, like anytime that you're injured or any of that stuff, especially if it's a muscular, like soft tissue injury, then you want to kind of like not double up, but you want to have a little bit more protein because your body's repairing itself. And in order for it to repair the muscle, just like when you tear your muscles when you're working out slightly with the micro tears, when you actually full on tear your muscle with an injury, you want to have extra protein so it can kind of like rebuild a little bit faster, better. Because if you lack on protein, it's going to take a longer time to get healthy.
No, like better than watching basketball documentaries.
We've been watching Great British Bake Off.
Yeah, but you like Great British.
You're going to like this
You
documentary
don't
too.
take basketball.
No, but it's not about basketball. It's the story that you see. That's going to be good.
There's a sense of two Chicagos, in the basketball sense, in a political sense, and a real life sense.
That was a really, really good documentary. I mean, just like everything, like every athlete goes through something, and it's kind of funny. Like you just never have full context. Even just watching a documentary, you just never have full context on anything. But yeah, I really, really recommend it. That's like a 9 out of 10 for me in terms of like a movie. You can watch it free online too, so I'll just put the link to this in the description if you guys want to watch it. Hopefully I'll remember to do that, but if you guys want to watch it, it's in the description. Time is it now? It's like 9:36, so probably go to bed here in like 15 to 20 minutes and go tomorrow to the stadium and do some more rehab and everything. All right guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.